Hi, my name is Brenda McDermott. I'm an undergraduate student here at Temple University. I'm a major in accounting and I'm also a student athlete here. I play lacrosse. A little bit about myself. I consider myself a leader. I have been in several leadership positions, more athletically than in the business world. I served as a team captain for both my basketball and lacrosse team my junior and senior year of high school. I think that being captain has taught me a lot about myself and what I'm capable of as a person and also as a leader. And I think that those concepts that I learned on the lacrosse field and basketball court has carried over into this class as well as real life situations. Idealized consideration, I think that I have invested in a lot of my teammates one-on-one and making sure that if they need any help or if they can't do something right or need an example, I think that I've shown a lot of leadership there, and I've also inspired people. I think I'm a very hard worker, and I think people kind of feed off of that. Idealized influence, I think people see me as a great motivator and hopefully a great leader, and hopefully that I influence people to do the best they can. They're always pushing themselves. So I think all of those concepts have definitely taught me a lot. The most significant accomplishment in my life is getting my first job. I applied to be a hostess at Molly McGuire's Pub, which was a brand new restaurant about 10 minutes from my house. They were hiring a whole new staff because it was just opening, and I went in for an interview, and it was just like a basic interview, just simple questions and how just like basic stuff. And then they called me back about 2 weeks later for a second interview, and they told me on the spot that they wanted me to work for them, which was really exciting. It was my first job ever, and I went home. I had this whole big smile on my face, and my parents were really proud of me. And after that, just working and making my own money was just like a great feeling, and I set a goal for myself that I wanted to buy my first car. I was 16, I just got my license. It was my junior year in high school, and I knew that I was going to reach that goal no matter what, and I worked extremely hard for it. I worked through high school. Even as an athlete, I would have basketball during the winter and preseason workouts, and I knew that if I worked hard now that it would pay off in the long run. And in the spring of my junior year, I had earned enough money that I could buy my own car, and I went out with my dad, and my dad knew a friend who was selling a car for cheap, but I knew that it was my first car and it wasn't going to be nice, but it was just a car, and I went out and bought it with my own money, and just driving it around, it just feels great to know that you worked for something and it paid off in the long run. Something that I've learned in class, I think that is the most important, is the culture of a business. I think that values and beliefs are extremely important, and if you don't instill them within your workers and within your business, it often tends to fall apart. For example, my basketball team, my junior year of high school, I think that we were all really young, and we graduated a large class of seniors, and we all were on different pages, and we had different values and we had different goals, and we didn't do as well as we planned on doing because we weren't united as a unit. But my senior year, we came back and we returned all our players, and we sat down, had a conversation, and we set goals for our season, and there were short-term goals and long-term goals. So basically we just took it one game at a time, and little by little we grew together as a team. We started hanging out outside of practice, and we ultimately shared the same goal of making it to the district championship, which we did. Another thing that I've learned in class is just motivation and different types of motivation, which I think are extremely important because people obviously learn and are motivated by different aspects. So being strict and yelling at people to get their work done, I don't think is as effective as maybe instilling trust into someone. And I think the more trust there is within you and your business, or just you and your friends, I think is a better way of going about it, because trust can go a long way, and the more you trust a person, the better your relationship becomes and the stronger bond that you have. So I think that trust is definitely a major aspect within the business as well. Thank you.